Hi everyone, my name is Dara and this is Dear Hallmark. This is my space where we can come and chill and talk about all things Hallmark Channel. So we are just cruising along through Winter Escape and it's time to talk about Caught by Love. Caught by Love. Starring Rachel Lee Cook and Luke McFarlane. Now, I will tell you, this was my #1 most anticipated movie of the entire lineup. If you listen to the Dear Hallmark podcast episode where I previewed the January movies, you will know that right then and there as I was recording, because I didn't realize there were 5 Saturdays in June, that there were, there was another movie that was going to be, in the lineup. And this movie came up and I was speechless that this was even a movie. I think the pairing was so brilliant, and they didn't right away tell where we were. And I don't watch Hallmark Live anymore. I have Hallmark Plus. So I should say this. I have the option to watch Hallmark Live sometimes. And did I watch this live? Wow, I don't even remember. I think I did watch this live. But I'll say I had to watch it again. And not for a good reason, unfortunately, because when I first watched this, it was really slow for me. I think I thought because of the pairing and because of the premise, we had a little of mystery in there. I thought it was going to give us a little bit more hijinks, a little bit more shenanigans, and a little bit more comedy than we received. And I was thinking a la Lost in Paradise. Like, Lost in Paradise had me howling. Did y'all watch that movie? Lost in Paradise had me howling. And so I thought, even if we didn't get that exact comedic beat from Lost in Paradise, I thought we would get something similar, because Rachel Lee Cook is her Royal Highness. She got her, she's her own woman, brings her own set of comedy, her own set of quirky, which is why we love her and why we are sad every time she's on our screen in a Hallmark movie. However, this movie felt a little slow. So I was like, myself said, I said, let's watch this movie again. Maybe we were just not in the headspace for it, because I zoned out a lot during this movie. I missed, after a while, I just didn't care. And I was like, we can't do that to this movie. So I watched it again without commercials, on Hallmark Plus, and it got the same result. It was so low, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And because at first I'm like, oh my gosh, the commercials are dragging this out. So maybe if the commercials weren't in there, and I could just watch it straight, then whoop-de-doo. Like, I'll be better for it. Nah. Nah. No. So here's the premise, if you haven't watched Caught by Love yet. It's set in Malta, and they just glossed over that so quickly. I was like, wait, what? We're in Malta, which is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Rachel Lee Cook plays Annie Collins, who is on this self-help retreat because she's in her own crossroads in her life. And her friend Joanna Mitchum, whatever. Her friend was originally signed up for this, but Annie is going in her place. And her friend is, baby, where the money resides, okay? So she's letting her friend, wear all her clothes, her shoes, just really be wined and dined for this self-help. It's a wellness retreat wrapped in a 5-star experience in Malta. Whilst she is there, Jake, who doesn't work for State Farm, he is a private investigator who is trying to find this jewel thief. And he's working with his partner, Laura, who's undercover as staff. And Annie stumbles onto the fact that he's doing this, that he's trying to go undercover to find this jewel thief. And she ends up assisting him and, so on and so forth. They fall into love. We find out who did it. Boom. So this is a mystery where it's more romance forward to me, because I do like mysteries, but if the romance is, I don't know, it's a delicate balance. And I feel like this is where a lot of subjectivity comes into play. You know, some people want more romance than mystery. Some people want more mystery than romance. The mystery, like, it was cute for the movie. I'll say that. It was cute for the movie. It wasn't as intricate as I thought. Like, when we found out at the end who done it, I wasn't like blown away, even though I had my thoughts, my suspicions, but it didn't move me to chorus. You know what I'm saying? So I will tell you this though, those outfits that Miss Annie Collins was wearing, the opening scene where she steps out the car with her heels and that red number. I'm telling you. That's going in the Hallmark Costume Hall of Fame, okay? That red number with the shorts and then the thing on the back with the heels. I said, man, that was just, I loved all of Annie's outfits in this movie. I enjoyed them. Rachel and Luke had fantastic chemistry. Again, it wasn't that the movie was inherently bad. It was just mad slow for me. Yeah. There's only so many times you can do aerial yoga and talk about, you know, a wheatgrass smoothie or some other stuff. And another thing upon my first watch, I was trying to really get into her trying to like work on herself, but I didn't care about that. To be frank, I didn't care about that. So again, I was like, okay, let me watch this again. And I really wanted to tune in and really buy into what all was going on. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's just, I would say for crown ratings, so I do between 1 and 5 for my crown rating. So if I were to rate this, I would give it between a 3.5. Like on a good day, 3.5. But I needed more. I think I also wanted more. I wanted more comedy from this. I wanted more quippy from this. I will say though, my absolute favorite scene in this whole movie was when he bought the pizza, took it over to her room, and they were sitting on the floor eating pizza together. And that's where you get to find out just about the two of them. And then when she says, like, do the reading thing, I thought that was so cute. Him telling her about her, like, her putting herself out there in the sense of telling him to, like, tell me what you see when you look at me, basically. Like, what have you deduced? What have you surmised? What have you come to think of me? Like, I thought that was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's my favorite scene. And I love Rachel Lee Cook's faces, like when she caught him in that married couple's, like her next door neighbor's room, and then they end up going back to her room, and she just does that. Get out. Like, I just thought, like, she's just so good. She is just so good. So y'all, let me know your thoughts. What did you think about Caught by Love? I know a lot of people enjoyed it, and I get it. But for me, it was just slow. And this is the third movie in the lineup, because Lost in Paradise hit it on all cylinders. All cylinders. You'll find my review for Lost in Paradise and Love on the Amazon on the Dear Hallmark podcast. So be sure you subscribe to that, because for reviews you don't see here, you'll find it on there. But I feel like from Melbourne Match, Love on the Amazon, and then this movie, these three movies, I feel like were sandwiched in between two juggernauts. Now, I have all the faith in the world that Christopher, Polaha, and Emilia Ulrich is gonna bring it home. They're gonna bring it home. This is me pulling it in, pulling the life raft in. I have full faith that Polaha and Ulrich are gonna bring it home. We're in Italy, and this is, so if y'all watched Keller Christmas Vacation, this is the storyline that I thought Keller Christmas Vacation was going to be about. So where I think they're trying, like they're on some type of like Mediterranean cruise, and they like the title suggests, they have missed the boat during an excursion and they're trying to get back on the boat. That's what I thought Keller Christmas Vacation was going to be about. So I am curious to see what this will look like. But again, I have all the faith because Polaha and Ulrich are dynamite actors on the network. Two of my favorites, actually, on the network. I just love Amelia and Polaha. I mean, come on. So let me know your thoughts. What did you think about Caught by Love? What's your favorite movie in Winter Escape so far? Also, I miss Winterfest. I did a whole Instagram post. I'm gonna talk about this on the podcast episode for this movie, but I miss Winterfest. I do. Also, can I just say that this movie, I thought about 3 other movies that I feel like this movie encompasses the spirit of. It gives me a winter getaway, because if you remember, Brooks Darnell character did a luxurious getaway in lieu of his friend who's like where the money resides. And then it also gave me Retreat to You with the wellness retreat thing, while also giving me a bit of Christmas Charade with Corey Sevier and Rachel Scarsden because of the undercoverness and then them trying to find a thief. Okay, I promise you this is my last close. Again, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you want to know, and just talk and do some discourse about Hallmark Channel movies. But also be sure to subscribe to the Dear Hallmark podcast, because again, you'll find reviews and thoughts in a more expanded nature on the podcast than what I would do here. And preview episodes are on there as well. I did a wrap up of Christmas and kind of gave you my favorite Hallmark Christmas movies from this past countdown to Christmas season. So there's a lot of goodies on there, y'all. Well, in the meantime, between time, be sure to watch a Hallmark destination movie that makes you just giddy on the inside. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Ciao, my friends.